No doubt. Yes.
So yes, how was it yesterday? How was the practice yesterday? And how was the day? He wants to share anything.
It was a very challenging day.
It was a no complaint day, and किन लोगों को याद आया, even if you made a complaint, you had the lifeline with you, and also you had to choose one negative situation in your life that you most want to resolve. तीन चीजें थी कल. So did everybody? Okay, Hina ji is saying mind blowing, lovely, lovely, and nice. So anybody else, please share. Anyone, please share. Unmute yourself. Share.
It was very challenging yesterday. All the time, your mind was like, struggling. I mean, when you think you don't have to do something, maybe life, I mean, the day wanted to show you. I mean, I was thinking it's trying to test you, I mean, automatically the situation came up where you had to complain, and again you had to say, no, I'm not going to complain. And, it was very challenging day for me. I mean, I was just fighting with my mind. No, I'm not going to do this. But, then like, how can I not do this when it's like this? I mean, it was a very challenging day for me. But then too, I mean, at the end of the day, I was like much calmer, and I was more grateful than complaining, I thought.
Yeah, but then thinking that how can I not complain when the situation is like that is not what this chapter is trying to tell us.
Yeah.
So you have to, okay, fine. So first is you have to increase your level of gratitude. So the universe is testing you, right? Universe will test us, but universe is testing us with one more indication to us, for us कि हमें हमारा gratitude increase करना है, gratitude के घड़े को भरना है. We have to fill that pot completely till it spills out. So
Okay.
so nice thing you shared, Reet, really nice that you shared with us this. And so did you remember to say, use your lifeline, even though you felt like complaining, you didn't speak out in words, but it came in thoughts definitely.
And the moment it was coming, then, it was just giving me awareness. No. And then, immediately I was shifting towards like, I'm grateful for, I'm able to work. I'm grateful for that. Like, I was just, I'm telling you, it was a very challenging one.
No, that is okay. That is okay. Bar don't say this, because, again, the moment you say this, you will be attracting that only in your life. Okay. So now you have to catch yourself. It was a challenging situation, challenging day. The universe was testing you, fine. But now, whatever this chapter told us, the magical practice which we had to do, were you able to follow that?
Yes, I was able to follow. I was aware. I was able to follow.
So awareness is one thing, and then implementing is another thing. So were you able to implement?
Hanji, I was implementing. I was able to implement it.
And did you do the magic rock practice?
Hanji, I did it.
And how did you do? Can you just explain how did you do the magic practice?
When before sleeping, I just like holded the rock, and because first half, I mean till evenings, I was really feeling very good and very light after I wrote all three things, and I was just thanking the rock for that. And I mean, even though I was like going to I thanked rock ki helped me in making me calm, and shifting to myself towards gratitude. And then I just kept the rock beside, and I tried to go off to sleep. Though I got sleep very late, but I could sleep better than
this
before.
Is what you did with the magic rock. You just held it and you said thank you to the rock.
Hanji.
Okay, can anybody tell me what is the magic rock practice? Can anybody unmute yourself and tell me what is the magic rock practice?
Vanna ji.
Yes. Yes. Please tell your name and say.
I'm Manjusha.
Yeah.
वन्ना जी, कल रात कल पहले मैं सुबह से ही बताती हूँ, कल आपसे जो
No,
सेशन
no,
लिया
one
फिर
minute, 1 minute. ये आप एक मिनट पहले just anybody tell me what is the magic rock practice? खाली एक बार इसके बारे में बात करके then you can share. You
हाँ,
can tell.
मैं हाथ में वो मैजिक रॉक लेके एक पाम में लेके दूसरे पाम से उसके ढक के रखा, फिर मैं मतलब फिर आंख बंद के बैठना है, पूरे दिन में जो भी आपके साथ हुआ है अच्छा वो याद करना है, और जो सबसे अच्छा हुआ है उसके बारे में ग्रेटिट्यूड पे करना है।
And gratitude कैसे पे करना है? What do you say?
थैंक यू, थैंक यू,
Thank you,
थैंक
thank you, thank you for the
यू।
best thing वो जो भी हुआ है उसको
Yeah.
बोलेंगे और फिर. So Reed, did you get what are we supposed to do with the magic rock?
हाँ जी.
What is the magic rock practice? So you have to remember everything, whatever has happened during the day. That's the whole science behind it.
Yeah. I mean, I
It's not
remember
that
for
you have
every.
to, 1 minute. It's not that you have to
Okay.
be just holding the rock and being grateful and feeling the vibrations and you felt really beautiful. No.
Okay.
That was the reason I told you to listen to the recording again. And after that also, I mean,
No, I'm telling na, I holded the rock and I thanked rock for every experience I went through, you know. And the best experience was that I felt was I was calm all around the day. So I
but did
just
you
thanked the
remember
rock.
all that? Did you remember them one by one? Because you didn't
Yes.
say that earlier.
Sorry, I must have just slipped.
Yeah, and
I
when
just
you,
meant I mentioned ki thank you rock for keeping me calm in such a situation. Thank you rock for making me write everything. Thank you
no,
rock
no, no,
for
no, not this, not this. Again, you misunderstanding. Is
Acha.
everyone feeling that what she did was the right thing? Everyone? Was it what is this what the second chapter, the Magic Rock chapter is all about, the Magic Rock practice? You have to actually remember the real incident, what happened, Reed.
Yes.
You have to remember them one by one. So supposing that, you know, somebody appreciated me and somebody told me something and did something for me. Okay, I was just sitting and somebody, you know, I was really feeling tired, and after the session, my house help or my son just gave me a glass of water and I felt so beautiful. So thank you for that. Like this, you have to remember each and every incident. It's
Okay.
not in a generalized way. Because
Okay.
then you're not going deep inside.
Okay.
You are not just up, you know, just at the surface level, you are scratching the day. You have to go deep inside. That's the whole
Okay.
point, you know, that because then you know, then you will not require anything. You will go to sleep like a baby.
Okay.
So you remember the conversation which we had, and that why I told you, and you getting everything now,
Yeah, I've got it. I got it.
So
Yeah, I've got it.
so now you're going to start doing the Magic Rock practice from today onwards, the way it has been explained just now.
Hanji.
Is everybody
Okay.
else doing the Magic Rock practice like this only? Or you got the clarification now? सब कोई वैसे ही कर रहे हैं?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, हाँ, पूरे दिन का एक एक वर्क को याद करके और उसको ग्रेटिट्यूड करते हैं.
Yes. उसको भी याद करके करना है. You have to say thank you to all what you remember, and then the best thing, if you really want to go deeper, okay, so that will come the more and more you practice ना. हर दिन आपको खुद को you will experience something new and you will add on to something new, but this is the basic thing of the Magic Rock practice. And that is why every chapter we are, why Rhonda Byrne is just explaining every time she's repeating through all the 28 practices. Every chapter is having, the first thing is count your blessings, the second thing is Magic Rock practice. Okay, so everyone just please, that's the reason, you know, we keep on. So yesterday what I was saying was that the concentrated practice, you know, what I was, remember those words which I had forgotten was karat karat abhyas te jadmati hot sujan, rasri avat javat te sil par padat nisan. means what? That the more and more you continuously, first you understand what the concept is, then you start practicing. Abhyas is really important. Not just, okay, I don't have enough time, I'm really tired now, I don't want to do it. That's your choice. But then just have at least 10 to 15 minutes of the concentrated time to practice whatever we have been doing, different ways of being grateful. Okay, every chapter is telling us some different ways, na? Yes, no, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
And that's what we are
Yes.
supposed to
Yes.
follow the entire day. And the second line is like how, when you take water from the well, and that रस्सी जो होती है वो उसको उससे खींचते हैं ना, पानी जब कुएं से निकालते हैं तो. So when
Yeah.
you are taking out the water, that one place you will see after few days a mark will come. एक मार्क आ जाता है अगर किसी ने ध्यान दिया होगा तो. If you have seen, people taking out, or you've seen in your village when you had gone. So maybe in your childhood or any other time, yes. So that mark comes. So the more and more you practice the magic rock practice, the count your blessings practice throughout the day, being grateful, then that beautiful light will start showing in your mind. That mark is the light of love and gratitude. Okay. So everybody understood this. Just remember this. And on top of that, there is one more additional thing, because I had experienced this in the previous book reading sessions, and I had experienced this with myself also. So that was the reason, my mind was thinking how to give something more so that people don't lose the practice and they go deeper into it. And that's the reason the MIS program was given. So if you feel that still after, if you feel that 1 घंटा सुबह आके या 1.5 सुबह आके, and then you listen to the recording, maybe not, थोड़ा सुना, pause कर दिया, and you move on to the next work, what you have to do, or while you're doing the work, you are reading, you are listening to the recording. It's a mistake that you're doing.
Ma'am, can I share something?
Yes, Bharat ji.
मैं सबको बोलना चाहता हूँ कि जो ये MIS प्रोग्राम है वो सब लोग अटेंड करिए. तो उससे क्या होगा कि जो हम डे टू डे का जो प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं उसमें 100% कॉन्सेंट्रेट होके 100% रिजल्ट हम ले पाएंगे. मैं और हिना अभी कर रहे हैं, तो रियली पहले जो 2 सेशन किया था तो ऐसे ही जो भी वंदना जी ने बताया वही है कि सुबह में 1 घंटा सुना, बाद में से कुछ याद रहा, बाद में कुछ निकल गया. तो उसमें ओनली 5 to 10% ही हम उसमें से ले सकते हैं. अगर ये MIS हम प्रोग्राम करेंगे तो 100% इसमें से ये जो भी सुबह में कर रहे हैं उसको हम अचीव कर पाएंगे, ले पाएंगे. सो दैट इज माय हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट कि सब लोग ये MIS प्रोग्राम में आ जाइए. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, Bharat ji. Thank you so much for making things easier. And it's not that, agar aapko lagta hai ki the amount which is being asked, because I mean, there are so many people, there's work of so many people involved in this. And, there's a lot of work and effort which is required in this. So it is being given to those people. So don't think that whatever is you have to pay for it is, I mean, it's what? If you divide 900 by 30 is just 30 rupees for a day.
तो वंदना जी, वो 900 आप जो इतने सुबह में ये 1 महीना हमारे लिए टाइम स्पेंड करते, इसके आगे तो कुछ भी नहीं है. हमने तो पहले भी मैं जस्ट मैं बोल रही हूँ कि इट्स.
और तो मैंने तो लास्ट सेशन में ही वंदना जी बोला था कि कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट हमको करना है, तो आप बताइए कि हम लोग कहाँ पे कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाए जिससे आप कोई अच्छे जगह पे, अच्छे रास्ते पे उसको यूज कर पाए.
Yes. So, I mean, thank you all for just having these thoughts, but it's not that, it's the effort of all other, there's a team which is working on it. So usko, because I am not used to all this technology, so there are 3-4 people who are working on it. Quizzes दिए जाते हैं, questionnaire prepared किया जाता है, some additional questions other than the magic rock practice is being thought of and put. And it's not only thought of just like that, people who have experienced, they are doing it. So it's not that, so why it's being done is the main motive behind it is that जितना हम अभी दे रहे हैं उससे ज्यादा हमें मिले, थोड़ा सा और effort लगाना है, just little more effort. It will not take you more than 10-15 minutes or maybe max to max 20 minutes. Yes, Bharat ji, Hina ji, is it taking you more than that?
Yes,
yes.
और इतना
Not more that.
एंजॉय कर रहे हैं कि और इतने डीप में जा रहे हैं ना, अभी रियल सेंस में मैं ये ग्रेटिट्यूड की लाइफ में एंटर हुई हूँ, मैं बोल सकती हूँ अभी.
Yes, thank you so much for taking it up, and I'm really grateful to both of you and really thankful to both of you for taking this forward and bringing it in your life. Yes, thank you. So we can start today's chapter. So why I devoted this time was, Reet, you got all your answers?
Anji, I got it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So let's go to today's chapter. Today's chapter is again very beautiful chapter, which we take things, these two things which are the two magic ingredients in our life is food and water. And उसे हम बस we feel that it's our birthright, हमको तो मिल ही रहा है, and we've taken it for we've taken it for granted. And today's chapter is going to tell you how to be grateful for these two magic ingredients. And of course, there's one more magic ingredient which is very important for us, but maybe that was not taken first, which is air, which is air we breathe. But before that, the two most important magic ingredients, there's a reason why the structure of the entire book is like that. So today's chapter is about the two magic ingredients, food and water, and how do we be grateful to them. There's beautiful explanation in this chapter, so let's go through it. Who wants to read the chapter today? And let's see the picture. Who wants to read the chapter? Please nominate.
I will read it.
Shweta.
Okay, Shweta. I heard one more voice.
It was me, Reet. It's okay, let her read, then I'll read the
But
second
Reet,
half.
you haven't read na any time?
No, I haven't read.
So Shweta, can we give Reet a chance, because
Yes,
I want
yes,
new
yes.
readers to come, and then
Yes, it's okay. It's absolutely fine.
Thank you, Shweta. Thank you.
thank you, Shweta.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so let's see the picture. Even though it's divided, let's see whatever we can. Yeah, we'll be able to complete. Yeah, everyone. So I can see what you can see a table. On that there is a cup, and the cup is filled with something. You can decipher anything, whatever it is filled. And what
It
on the
looks
plate?
like a glass of healthy juice.
Okay. A glass of healthy juice. Yes. Okay.
Something like a tonic water.
Okay. Yes.
Energy drink.
Okay. So it could be anything in the cup. It could be glass of it's a cup of healthy juice or tonic water. It could be just tea or coffee, which we have every day in the morning.
Yes.
And this something is kept with it. Some kind of snacks is kept with it. So there is food. And yeah, it could be, since I mentioned food and water, you all must be thinking that it could be water. So it could be anything.
Yeah.
Yes. So these two, so whatever we are, consuming during the day, either it's food or water. Of course, we are consuming our thoughts also every moment. So whatever is happening in our life is because, whether it's in the thoughts, whether it's in the words, whether it's in our actions, is because of these two major ingredients, which is food and water. Okay. So how do we consume it, and when do we consume it, from where it is coming, how is it coming to us? Today's focus is that we need to look into the source of how and when, and who is giving us, how is it coming to us. So all the source we are going to identify. Yes, please continue. Please continue.
A thankful heart.
1 minute, वन्ना जी, प्लीज दूसरे लोग का स्पीकर ऑन है तो वो ऑफ करवा दीजिए ना, प्लीज म्यूट करवा दीजिए, तो डिस्टर्बेंस आप आपकी आवाज क्रैक हो रही है इसमें.
Okay, so whose speaker is, can you please mute yourself other than the reader? Everyone, please take this responsibility. I would like, okay, do you want me to see?
अब हो गए म्यूट. 3-4 लोगों का अनम्यूट था इसीलिए.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, everyone is muted. ठीक है. So whenever you want to speak something, एक बार unmute कर लीजिए और फिर वापस mute कर लीजिए अपने आप को. Okay, everyone. Or if you want, you can
Thank
just write it on the chat. Yes, Reet, continue.
The page is little blur, I think. Is it my screen?
No, ma'am. Not able
It
to.
is blur. It
It is blur.
Okay.
Say it properly.
Okay. ठीक है, I got it. Just 1 minute. Now it will be fine. 1 minute. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, now it's fine. Is it fine now?
Hanji, it's
yeah.
fine.
Now it's clear.
Yeah.
A thankful heart had a continual feast. W.J. Cameron, 1897 to 1953, journalist and businessman.
1879 to 1953.
1879 to 1953. Giving thanks for food before you eat is a tradition that has been followed for thousands of years, dating back to the ancient Egyptians. With the fast pace of life in 21st century, taking the time to give thanks for meal has more often than not been left behind. But using the simple act of eating and drinking as an opportunity to be grateful will increase the magic in your life exceptionally.
Exponentially.
Exponentially.
So yes, so a thankful heart, मतलब कृतज्ञ हृदय हमेशा जश्न मनाता है. Heart a continual feast. हमेशा feast is a celebration. Feast is a huge meal. Feast is that you are in that space of celebration. You are in that space of happiness. You are in that space of acceptance. मतलब चाहे कुछ भी हो रहा हो हमारे चारों तरफ, but we are in that space. When we are in that space of acceptance, तो फिर there is no place of complaint. We don't complain and we are just celebrating that जो भी मिला है बहुत मिला है. And that if that is so that comes only when you are in that thankful space. जब हम gratitude कृतज्ञ अवस्था में रहते हैं, when we are really thankful and grateful for anything, no matter whatever situation you are in, if you're really thankful for anything, whatever comes up, then then that testing time will go. When you feel that the universe is testing you, it will go. It will disappear on its own. Then that feeling will also disappear. Okay. So now this how many of you have heard that or you have seen somebody, or you must have heard in your childhood ki khana khane ki time don't talk, just have good thoughts, don't look at the television, don't look at your cell phone. That time of course it was not there, but how many of you have seen or heard, maybe your grandfathers or your parents or anybody, how many of you have seen?
Yes.
Yes. So what was the reason behind it? There was a science behind it, and today we are understanding this. That you will understand as we go through the chapter. So I really remember my grandfather. What he used to do was, while having food, he used to keep mum. He never used to talk, and he used to just look at the food and not look anywhere else. And one more thing was that whatever used to be in the plate, the first time, that used to be the food he used to have. Matlab, he never used to take any other thing. Whatever was served on the plate, he used to just finish that looking at the food. And I used to wonder why. But when I read this chapter for the first time, I understood, and a smile came to see how many years back. I'm talking of more than 45 years back when I saw him. And actually, and one more thing what he used to do was, so once I asked him, so I found that he keeps mon and he chants a mantra also. So what he used to chant was Ram, Ram, Ram. So his mouth used to open, and then when he's chewing the food, he used to say that mantra. So how beautiful it was that he was changing through the mantra, through the vibrations of the mantra, he was changing the vibration of the food which was served to him. And he was being grateful to whatever was served to him. Throughout the whole process of eating, he was just focusing on the food. And today's chapter is making us very, very easy for us. We'll read what the chapter is telling us. And so let's identify in our lives now, what are we doing when we are having food? Each one of you just identify and bring it in front of you. Are you talking to people? Are you giving instructions? Are you watching TV, the news, or whatever serial you're watching? Even if you're watching a good serial like a Ramayana or a Mahabharata or any religious serial, the basic idea of today's practice is that just be in the moment, whatever you're doing. How many of us do that? Either we are on the cell phone, we are one hand, the cell phone is there, and the mind will say, oh, I have a very important business meeting just 5 minutes after that, and there's no time to eat my food. Let me eat my food and do this work also. Especially the youngsters today, the teenagers today, they are, and it's since childhood this habit is being cultivated that okay, the child is not eating food, let me keep the child busy in some kind of cartoon, or some kind of something which is going on in the TV, or something on the iPad, and some nursery rhyme or anything. So this habit is created since childhood. I have done this with my kids, that's why I'm telling you. And till date, my son actually, when he eats food, he wants to look at something. He wants to watch the TV in spite of me telling him every single day it's not being followed. Why? Because the seed was sown in the childhood. So how many of us connect with this, whatever I'm sharing? Do you feel that the same thing is happening in
Yes,
your
yes.
life also?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Same thing.
very
Ma'am,
true.
I
I
would
have
like
an
to share.
incident, Vandana ji.
Yes.
Shweta here. As a nutritionist, I'm a nutritionist. So as a nutritionist, I used to go to preschools for such surveys and research things, wherein we used to have sessions about having food without watching TV, without any cell phones and everything. And the basic idea was that when you are doing this, what is happening? You are diverting all your energies to watch the television instead of using it for digestion, for
Yes.
that right food what you are eating. So even if the mother is giving to that toddler a healthy diet, a healthy food, that is not working on his health, because all the energies required is diverted to the vision, to the brain where they're watching television. So whether they are watching good things or bad things, everything is diverted there. So we
Yes.
used to have these sessions for this, and this showed that the mothers purposely to make their work easy, to be at ease. They used to do such stuff so that the child finishes the food within 15 minutes, within 20 minutes. So we used to explain them about this.
Really
That
beautiful
the
what you
first
just shared. Really beautiful, Shweta.
that the
Yes.
first basic reason why what we teach kids in school is to pray for whatever we eat, and then we are only doing the opposite stuff of making them watch the television, giving them the CD what they like, giving them the cell phone. So what we are doing is we are hampering the health, and
Yes. So
then we
now,
blame other
yes.
things.
So now
Yeah.
if we can identify that, we know how to, just that one thing, just that one thing. Now we have, it's come up in a very beautiful way through this chapter, and now we know what to do. So let's read further what the chapter is telling us. But once we have identified, now we know how to rectify it. So by using the simple act of eating and drinking as an opportunity to be grateful will increase the magic in your life exponentially. What we are talking, different ways of increasing the magic in our life. Now this whole concept of the book is that only. So bringing one beautiful feeling in our life, which is gratitude, and we are seeing something, you know, we are, because of that feeling of gratitude, something is increasing in our life exponentially. Means like there is no limit. You will see, you will actually experience. So today we have stepped into the second week of our magic book journey. Now if you really, today's chapter is really 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 powerful. Whatever we have done in the past is fine, let's not complain about it. Now you've identified, now what is the next step, what is the next best step we can do? We are going to understand as we read further. Yes.
If you think about a time when you were really hungry, you'll remember that you could not think or function normally. Your body felt weak, you might have started to tremble, your mind became confused, and your feelings plummeted. And all of this can happen after not eating for just few hours. You need food to live, to think, and to feel good. And so there is a great deal to be grateful for about food.
So now the mind, for some minds, it might, you know, they might feel that what is the big deal? What is the big deal of being grateful for food and water? Everything is being, I mean, you don't understand. Maybe, maybe not. So now let's understand. So, you know, for anything to understand in our lives, the importance of anything, just understand if that thing was not there in your life, then you actually can understand the importance of life, you know, importance of that person in our life. So for example, like somebody who is there with us 24/7, somebody very close to you is there with you, and you know, you have the access to talk to that person. The person is there for you for whatever you want, and if that person goes from your life, then how do you feel? How do you feel? It's the same thing what the thing is applied over here. You are getting things at your table ready in front of you. You're not doing anything to bring it in your life. You know, you're getting everything spick and span, and whatever you want comes in front of comes in front of you. But just think that if that thing is not there, we are talking of the criticality of food and water. So we are taking up food just now. This para has taken up food just now. Just imagine that if your lunch timing is, you know, to your time to have lunch is 1 o'clock, or your time to have breakfast is 8 o'clock, or your time to have dinner is 7:30, and even half an hour here and there. Here and there means for if at 8 o'clock you don't get your breakfast, and 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then how your stomach, your body language changes, your mind changes, everything changes. Just that 1 hour you didn't get. So just understand what happens to us, how criticality, the importance of food is there in our life. So let's be grateful. And when we be grateful, then how things start flowing around you, how, you know, everything changes around you, not only in the area of food and water, but every other thing in your life, every other area in your life, you start experiencing magic. Yes, please continue.
To feel even more gratitude for food, take a moment and think about all the people who contributed to you having food to eat. For you to eat fresh fruits and vegetables, the growers had to plant and nurture the fruit and vegetables with continuous watering, protecting them over many months until they were ready for harvesting. Then there are the pickers, the packers, and the distributors, and the transportation people who drive enormous distance day and night, all of them working together in perfect harmony to ensure that every fruit and vegetable is delivered fresh to you and is available year around.
Very, 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 very important this para is. We've never thought about it. We must not have never thought about it. That just close your eyes just now and think of all the people, because so whatever comes in front of us in the plate in which we are eating, the vegetables, the dal, the you know, the roti, everything, the rice, the salad, the chutney, everything, whatever is coming in front of you, how much of course, it's being cooked in our house and somebody has made it for you. For that part, you need to be grateful for. But before that, how did this come to you? How did this, how did the whole process before, before the vegetable, how did it come to you? So just think that first the farmer, he just makes the land fertile, puts the seeds, even as simplest of the vegetable as a dudi vegetable. Just think about that. So he puts the seeds, he makes the land fertile, he puts the fertilizers, he puts the natural fertilizers or chemicals, whatever is being put, and plowing is done. Plowing means वो जो दो cows को जो करते हैं ना, they just go on the land and they till the land and make the soil fertile. Aeration हो जाता है soil में, and then the seeds are put, and then slowly the plant starts showing up. Even if you have done gardening, any one of you, if you've done gardening, you know how much effort is required. And then slowly the plant grows, and then you see flowers coming out, and then the flower converts into the fruit or a vegetable. And then it's so much, usko dhyan rakhna padta hai ki, so that the insects don't come and eat, the birds don't come and eat, and time to time you have to water the plant, you have to put in more and more fertilizers so that it grows beautifully and in a healthy way. And not only that, this is just one part of it. Then what happens is it's being plucked and it's being kept, and then somebody and it's packed properly, of course, so that it reaches fresh to the ultimate user. And then somebody, maybe it goes into the truck or a cycle, and it's being given a person who comes, a wholesaler comes, he buys that, and then it is transported to in different vehicles and put into, and it goes to different cities and towns. And then there is one place in every city which is called a wholesale market, from where small vendors go and pick it up. And the bhaji wala, the sabji wala, the vegetable vendor from which we take, that person goes there and picks it up. And not only that, he arranges it in a beautiful way, washes them and sprinkles water so the leafy green vegetables which we eat, like the coriander, the spinach, the methi bhaji, everything whatever we eat is made sure that it comes to us fresh. And then it is cooked in the house. Okay, you must have seen ki whatever green leafy vegetables what you get in the house, even if you keep outside for 1 hour and if you don't keep it in the fridge, what happens to it? What happens to it? Anybody, can you tell me?
It shrinks.
It shrinks, it shrivels, and then you feel this, you don't feel like using it. But just imagine how it comes to us fresh from the farm to our house, to the vegetable vendor. And so much effort is being put in doing all this, so much time and effort and love goes in doing all this. And the person who's doing is not just doing out of choice. They are doing, they're putting in their energy and love. So we have heard this line, Jaisa khave an vaisa hove man. Has anybody heard this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the effort, the thoughts, the feelings of the person who's making all this happen. Just think quietly what is happening and what are we doing. When the food comes in front of us, if there's not salt also in the food, we never miss that opportunity of saying it, that what have you cooked? The food is not tasty today, there's something missing in it. And we say it sometimes very harshly also.
Yeah.
So then what are we doing? What are we doing? Just think about it. And what are we supposed to do? We have to just explore for ourselves now. We're going to learn now that how can we change this by understanding, by this simple understanding that so much is going in whatever is being provided to us. So let's be grateful. Please continue reading.
Think about the meat growers, fishermen,
Dairy
dai-
farmers.
dairy farmers, coffee and tea growers, and all the packaged food companies who work tirelessly to produce the food we eat. The world's food production is breathtaking orchestration that takes place every day. And it's unfathomable that it all works when you think about the number of people involved in maintaining the world's food and drink supplies to stores, restaurants, supermarkets, cafes, airplanes, schools, hospitals, and every home on the planet.
Yes, so think about all the packaged food companies. This was that one part of whatever the growing, the distribution, the fruits and vegetables, but other things, so many things are grown, like the spices, the condiments which are used in making the food. Just say, so many spices we have now, we put in making our food. So all that, just imagine, it's not been grown at one place. So many things are put in the vegetable which we eat, in the dal which we make, so many egg. So yesterday I made dahi curry. I'm just sharing this example with you so that you understand what is, how much is being put in just making a simple thing as a dahi curry. Curry, जिसको हम कड़ी बोलते हैं. So when I started making it, I was aware of how many things I'm putting in it. So first I took the dahi, then I put the besan, then I put a little bit of salt, then I put ginger, I grated ginger, I put few cloves in it, I put neem patti, hari mirch, and then it was boiling. Then in the chalk which we put. Now everybody, is it making sense to you if I'm sharing this to you so that we understand the criticality of what is going? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So then I put the chalk, and in the chalk there were 6 ingredients which were put in. And when I was looking at every ingredient, whether it was rai, jeera, or it was saunf, akha, dhania, then I put little bit of what is that called? Dana methi, and little bit of kala jeera, all that, not kala jeera, kala til. So all that goes in, and or not only that, there is ghee also. So just think of the source from where it is coming from. Different spices are grown in different parts of the country, and when it reaches you, it comes to you fresh. All you have to do is give money to the grocery person, whom the store from which you are buying. You order it, you give money, and it comes to you all fresh, packaged. And who is doing all this? The packaged food companies in different parts of the country. Some of it might be coming out of the country also. There are many things which we use now, like olive oil we use, then so many other herbs which we use. Maybe it's coming from out of the country and it's packaged properly so that, and there is a shelf life also. Everything has a shelf life, and so much effort and time and hard work goes in that. And do we think a second also to complain about whatever is being given to us? And do we take a second to just throw it in the dustbin?
No.
So just focus and see what we are doing till now. And now, since we are aware of it, now let's see what can we do. Yes, and the last lines, that all this is supplied, all the supplies is, different, even in a city, smallest corners, every city, every area, every town has so many shops, restaurants, supermarkets, cafes. Everywhere it is supplied. Not only that, when we go in an airplane, food is served to us. In schools, we have our canteens. In hospitals, it's served to the sick people, and it's made sure that it's fresh. And every home on the planet. How is all this possible? And how is it made possible? So what is our duty now?
Food is a gift. It's a gift of nature, because there would be nothing for any one of us to eat if nature did not supply us with the soil, nutrients, and water to grow food. Without water, there would be no food, vegetation, animals, or human life. We use water to cook our meals, grow our foods, maintain our gardens, supply our bathrooms, sustain every vehicle that moves, support our hospitals, fuel, mining, and manufacturing industries, enable transportation, make our roads, make clothes, and every consumer product and appliance on the planet, make plastic, glass, and metal, make life saving medications, and build our homes and every other building and structure. And water keeps our bodies alive. Water, 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 glorious water.
Yes, so food is a gift. It is a gift. Prakriti ka gift hai. Prakriti ne hame diya hai. First, let's thank Mother Nature for whatever she's given us. Let's start from the root. If just imagine if Mother Nature would have told us, I mean, she would decide one day that I would take all the fertility from my soil. Pura banjar zameen ho jaye. The soil is having no nutrients. Whatever you're doing, there's nothing. There's no power in the soil. How would it be? And now we understand the second element, which is water. Water is required for so many things. It is first and most important is it's required to grow food. And without it, there would be no life on this earth. Just imagine, if we just, 4-5 hours, if you don't drink a sip of water, because it's not there. Not that you don't remember it, but because it's not there in front of you. How would you feel? You are at a place where there's no water. There's no water supply. You've gone to the interior in the forest and there's no water, and whatever water you had has got over. So now just imagine what would happen. And we use water to cook our meals, to grow our food, to maintain our gardens. In the bathroom, supposing one hour there's no water in the flush tank, what would happen? Just imagine. And every vehicle, so everything, whatever you can think, every possible thing what you can think, water is required. So as we go further, I would want every one of you to get a glass of water. Maybe when the reader is reading, just get a glass of water and keep it by your side. We'll be doing something with it, but not now, just when we come to that point. Yeah. So everything, whether it's an industry or anything, any product is being made, it's a plastic industry, anywhere water is required. And water, most important is that our bodies is made up of 70 to 80% water. And it's the most beautiful thing. That's why we need to keep on, giving water to our body, keep on keeping that cycle moving on, So that's the whole importance of having water. And water, glorious water. Pani, pani, Jeevan Dayak pani.
If there is a magic on this planet, it is contained in water. Lauren Ellerslie, 1907-1977, anthropologist and natural science writer. Where would be without...
just we'll pause here once. If there's magic on this planet, it is contained in water. If we know this, that only 3% of the water which the humans use, which is available to us, which is usable, so whatever water we are using, we got the explanation in the previous para, water is used for so many things. We are just using 3% of that water.
Where would we be
just a minute. So we are using just 3% of that water, and the rest of it is unused. And just imagine there's so much of abundance in the universe. The universe is giving us so much of everything, and still we keep on saying, oh, there's scarcity of water in that country. Is bar to barish is not there, so I don't know what is going to happen. Don't we complain about water? Yes, no. Supposing in the building, in the water tank, the water has got over, and the you know, there's some pipe has burst, and because of that we are not getting water. How do we complain? We start complaining. So that time, what are we supposed to do? This chapter is going to tell us. Be grateful on, and not only that time, before that time comes, every single day, every single moment, just be grateful for water. Yes, please continue.
Where would we be without food and water? We simply wouldn't be here. None of our family or friends would be here either. We wouldn't have this day or any tomorrow, but here we are on this beautiful planet together.
Living life. Your voice is gone.
No, the next page has not come on the screen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Living life.
Living life with its challenges and ecstatic joys because of nature's gift of food and water. To say the simple magic words, thank you, before you eat or drink anything is an act of recognition and gratitude for the miracle of food and water.
So yes, so now since we heard all this, we read all this till, you know, before we came to this para, now we understand the importance of food and water. So now when we thank the food and water, we will thank with a different feeling. The feeling will be completely different. So what you have to do is just say these magic words, thank you, before you eat or drink anything from today. And many of us have started doing it. Yes, no?
Yes.
And we are
Yes,
feeling the
yes.
difference. So now so what we can do is just we can take that glass of water. So my last experience was that many people were not able to feel it, because you have a certain time after sunrise where you can drink water. Has the time come now? Can you have water, or we can do it later on?
No. After 7.
After 7 it is. So let's okay, so today it's after 7. So let's see, we'll do it when we read the magical practice. We'll see. Okay, so I'm not saying we'll take the class till 7, don't be scared, but we'll see. Okay, so we can do this experiment afterwards. How many of us are there who will not have water now? How many of us are there who will not be able to drink water now? Okay, Jinal ji, okay. And 2 of you, 3 of us are there, right? So will you be okay? Just 3, Ishita ji. Okay, 4. So let's see, we'll see. But before that, let's so what you understood now, you have to just say thank you before you eat or drink anything. Just look, give your feelings, just observe whatever you're eating. Just think from where it has come from where the water has come from, how did it, you know, it's become so convenient for you to just, whenever you think to have a glass of water, you can just go in your kitchen, just put on the matka, and you know, put the tap on, fill the water, or you have a water bottle with you wherever you're going, or you know, in your house also. So just think that how much effort has been put to bring this water in front of you, how much effort has been put to bring this food in front of you. Okay, and today we are going to do a experiment which is called the rice experiment. I want every one of you to start doing this rice experiment. You have your reasons that you can't keep, you know, some of, because this I faced in the young people group, which is happening in the evening. Most of the kids were not ready to do this experiment because of something, you know, they don't keep water for more than 48 hours or something. But I would request, my invitation to all of you is just do this experiment if you can, because a lot of things will be revealed to you when you do this experiment. So what you have to do is you have to take 3 glass jars, and in each of the jars you will put cooked rice. Okay, one teaspoon of cooked rice. Maybe last time we did with just the raw rice. You must be wondering why cooked rice, but now we will do with cooked rice. Okay, so cooked rice, one teaspoon of each in the each of the jars, and then you fill it with water, close the lid, and now what you're going to do is, in one of the glass jar you are going to put a sticker which says I love you. In the second one, you will put a sticker which says, I hate you. And in the third one, ignore. And make sure that you keep these jars little away from each other. Now what you have to do is every day, several times, maybe 3-4 times, you can just talk to the jar which you've written, I love you. And you do talk all loving things, you know, you just talk, appreciate that jar, appreciate the rice, appreciate the water, or just keep on saying good things about the jar, okay, whatever you can. The second jar, you will say all, you will, as if you're abusing a person, you're saying wrong things, you're complaining, all that you will do, talk to the jar. And the third one, you will not do anything, you will just, as if you're ignoring someone. So you don't have to do anything. And your thing, the task, the experiment is all about doing this every day and then seeing the differences, the changes which are coming in all of the glass jars. You have put the water and the rice equal quantity at the same time, but there will be certain changes which will come in each of the jars, which you are going to share. Everyone is going to share after maybe 8-9 days or 10 days, or maybe, you know, whatever is your intensity, किस फीलिंग के साथ आप अपने जार से बातें कर रहे हो. Okay, so everyone ready to do this experiment, because it's this experiment is going to not only tell us, it's going to tell us a lot of things about what is happening in our body and mind. When we are complaining, when we are in gratitude, when we are thankful, and when we are having wrong thoughts about others, when we are in the good feeling zone, when we are in the bad feeling zone. So we have heard, you know, till now we have just heard be positive, be grateful, but actually you will understand what is happening in this world. And this world is your inner world in your body and mind. Since we are just talking of food and water, this is the right time to start the rice experiment from today itself. So is everyone ready to start the experiment? Yes, no?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
No,
I got a
ma'am.
no. I got a no. Who's this?
Pooja, ma'am, we don't keep cook things. मतलब हम overnight भी नहीं रखते हैं.
I know that. But tell me one thing. I'm not telling you to, you know, जो आपने बचपन से जो आपकी belief है उसको आप कुछ change करो. But just think on these lines that अगर आपने आज सुबह just now after the session if you've eaten something, just supposing you've eaten food, कोई भी food आप ले लो, any fruit you have eaten, any you've eaten with your tea, you've eaten a biscuit or a khakra you've eaten, okay?
Yeah.
Depending upon your digestion, do you feel that the thing will not be there in your body in any form tomorrow also, or maybe 1 month also? You know, research has been done. The food which we have eaten a year back, it stays in the gut. हमारे intestine में, if our digestion is poor, if our excretory system is not proper, it stays in your body. And water is, our body is made up of 70 to 80% water, तो water तो रहता ही है. Do you feel you have recycled all the water जो आपने आज पिया है वो पूरा निकल जाता है कल तक? Do you feel that?
No.
So just think that, you know, just take it as an experiment. जैसे हम दवाई लेना नहीं चाहते हैं जिसमें कुछ, समझो कोई मेडिसिन में there is fish oil and we are vegetarians, pure vegetarians, and we don't know, but कुछ ऐसा situation आता है कि we have to take that medicine. Don't we take it? Sometimes we take unawares, हमें पता नहीं होता है, पर we take it, right? So like that, just try to do this experiment and see so many things you'll understand about whatever is happening because of our thoughts and our feelings in our body and mind. So see if you feel that you really resonate with and you want to do it, just try to do it.
Can we do it with raw rice?
You can do with raw rice, but if there's a different experience when you do with, because that's the reason I changed it, you know, I tried with both the ways. But ठीक है, अगर कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हो, raw rice के साथ करना है तो do with raw rice.
How many, मतलब कितने दाने डालने होंगे?
1 teaspoon in each of the jars.
Okay.
Equal quantity of rice, equal quantity of water.
Okay.
Let's continue reading.
The incredible thing is that when you are grateful for food and water, it doesn't just affect your life, your gratitude also impacts the world's supply. If enough people felt gratitude for food and water, it would actually help the people who are starving and in a great need. By the law of attraction and Newton's law of action and reaction, the action of mass gratitude must produce an equal mass reaction, which would change the circumstances of scarcity of food and water for, for everyone on the planet.
So beautiful. So beautiful this is. This is a very, very deep science which we never thought about it. So everything what we do collectively, whether we are doing a meditation or we are doing any kind of practice, the energy of that that group or that city or that town completely changes. It becomes really, really powerful than one person doing. So mass gratitude we see when, if you have attended, any one of you have attended langar. Langar mein kya hota hai ki everybody is, first of all, when the food is prepared, jo seva jo hoti hai, it's generally done in a gurudwara. Reet, you will be able to explain it better.
Hanji, yeah.
Do you want to explain, Reet?
I mean, it's made. It's actually made with a nishkam bhav, with.
Okay, let me explain. Let me explain. So the basic intention, the basic science behind it is that whether you take it in langar, whether it's which is done in a gurudwara, which we have, which is there in a gurudwara, or in any of our temples also. So if we know about, I actually did this for the first time in my life few years back. So the seva which we do in any of the temples, whether it's a Jain temple or Pushti Maka temple. So what I'm talking about is the temple in Srinathji, where, when we go and visit the temple and the prasad which we get from there, the taste of the prasad is something else only. Your stomach fills up, but you don't feel like stopping to eat. Has anybody tasted the food of langar or any prasad which I'm talking about? All of you must have, right? Yes. So when you actually go into how that was served, before that was served, why is it like that you don't feel like stopping to eat? Even, in the Jain temples, when you do those, what is that called? Oli, what is that called?
Naukarshi. Naukarshi and Oli.
No, where you eat everything without salt.
Oli.
Ambel, yeah. So
Yeah,
I've also
right now it
tasted
is
that
going on.
food, ambel. And I've tasted that food twice, thrice, and the food is completely.
Ambel, B-I-L.
Yes, ambel. AMBHBEL, na? Ambel, right?
Bill, B-I-L.
Ambel.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
ambel. Okay. Thanks for correcting me. So yes. So whether it's in a temple or it's in a langar or it's in a ambel, what we are talking about, what is happening is one common thing is mass gratitude. Mass gratitude means whenever you are doing that seva also, you're surrendering yourself and doing without any selflessness is there. There's no selfish motive. And most of the time when you're doing this now, actually you're chanting mantras also. So that is one part of it. But when the food is cooked, at that time, from that time onwards, first of all, it is cooked in a very, very purified atmosphere. And the people who are involved into doing that, they are doing it with the selfless service. And when it is served, the intention is that it should reach everyone who is hungry. And the most amazing part is the food doesn't get over, especially when I'm talking of a langar. 2,000, 3,000 or more than that, Reet, how many people attend one langar?
Depends, yeah, it's about 2,000 to 3,000. It's plus, it goes on adding.
Yes, and it goes on adding until everyone is fed. The food is there. Because
that's called
why?
Barkat.
Yes, Barkat. Yeah, because why? The intention is that जब वो बनाना शुरू करते हैं, जब वो पूरा assembly line जो assembly line technique, One person is chopping, one person is cleaning, one person is washing, one person is making the food, one person is getting all the raw materials. Then when everybody has eaten, then one person washes the utensils. So everything is orchestrated, everything is streamlined. And basic only one intention is that you are in that state of thankfulness. You are in that state of gratitude. And that time your feeling is completely different. So that affects mass gratitude, mass action. It affects a law of attraction comes over here. The universe is watching you. The law of attraction is watching you. And whatever you give, whatever that, that energy which is started from that space, the whole city, the whole town, and invariably the whole world, the whole universe, the whole planet is being affected. So if we start doing this, let's start each one from yourself, from your homes, all of you. Let's start from today itself. Each one starts, and you start your circle. Doesn't matter if people in your house are not understanding and they are not able to follow it. Just start a circle from you. And I'm telling you, the energies of people around you will change. Once the energies of people around you will change, they will also start following, because people are always observing. People around you are always observing. And maybe not, that's not your issue. Just you start doing it and then see how the world changes. There will be no scarcity of food and water for anyone on the planet. And it is really true. Why it is being said? Because it has been experienced in the past. Okay, so now what is happening is so much of greed is there, lust is there. People are getting into those cycles. So now we know how to come out of that. Yes, please continue.
In ancient times, people believed that when they blessed their food and water with gratitude, it purified whatever they were blessing. And when you look at the theories and discoveries that quantum physics have made in recent times, such as the observer effect, the ancients may very well have been right. The observer effect in quantum physics refers to changes the act of observation makes on whatever we being observed. Imagine if focusing gratitude on your food and drinks changed their energy structure, and purified them so that everything you consumed had the ultimate effect of well-being on your body.
So just one important thing in this para is that the observer effect, and quantum physics also says that. So what is the observer effect? Is that once your focus is on, your intention is on the food and water. Right now we're talking of food and water. So when you are focusing, whether you are doing mass gratitude or, before you eat, actually you're looking at the food. Before you drink, you're looking at the water. You are an observer. And when you're observing, you are putting your positive energies, your loving energies, your grateful energies, because you're saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're saying 3 times, okay? So then what is going into the food, what is going into the water changes the structure, the molecular structure of the food and water. Especially when we're talking of water, because water is the most sensitive ingredient which is there present on this planet. Just by giving your intentions, just by giving your focus, you actually change the entire structure. The molecular structure only changes, and when it goes inside your body, what goes is in a completely purified and completely charged up thing. It is actually charged up water. So, okay, so still there is. Okay. So you can just, Masaru Emoto was a person, he was a Japanese scientist who actually proved this. He has actually, you can go into internet and log in and you can just see, you can read that experiment and see what the research he's done on water. See, actually, he showed the crystals of water, the shape of the crystal, before you express your gratitude. And after you said just these words, thank you, thank you, thank you, and look at the water. And if you can, if you have time, you can just identify that the source of water, from where it has come, how it came to you, how it was made possible for you to just drink this glass of water. If you just have that much time, it's fine. Otherwise, just by saying, you will, the structure of the water, the molecular structure of the water will start changing. That's the reason we say na, that, I mean, it's better not to have water from any place what you want, wherever you are. You know, it's always better to carry your own water, because water absorbs the energies of the environment where it has been kept. And same goes with food also. But it is much more faster in water because it is really sensitive. Water is the most sensitive ingredient which is on this planet, and that is our body is made up of 70 to 80% water, which means that more than 3/4 of our body is made up of water. And most beautiful is that even earth, 3/4 of the earth is made up of water, and the rest is land. So see how the outside coincides with the internal. Whatever we see outside, whatever we feel outside, is there in our inner world also. Yes. So let's, yeah, please continue reading.
Living.
One second, let me change. Yeah, one of the ways to experience. One of the ways to experience the magic of gratitude. Yeah.
One of the ways to experience the magic of gratitude instantly with food and drinks is to really savor what you are eating or drinking. When you savor your food or drinks, you are appreciating them or being grateful. As an experiment, next time you are in the middle of eating food or drinking any liquid, when you take a mouthful, concentrate on the taste of the food in your mouth or a flavor of the liquid before you swallow it. You will find that when you focus on food or drink in your mouth and savor it, the flavor seems to explode, and when you don't focus, the flavors weakens dramatically. It's your energy of focus and gratitude that instantly enhances the flavor.
Yes, so now we will have the water. Just get the glass of water. Let's do the experiment of holding a glass of water. Everybody is having a glass of water with them. For those of you who can't do right now, my invitation to you is you can do after 7 o'clock when you have the first glass of water. Okay?
Yeah.
So all of you ready with the glass of water?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I also have this glass. And now what you have to do is just look at the water. Just look at the water which you are holding, the glass. Look at the reflection. Just look at the water which is moving. You could see some tiny bubbles, or maybe not. Look at the clarity of the water and just say, smile, feel it in your heart and say thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then feeling that gratefulness, that gratitude towards this water, just take a sip of the water and don't gulp. Just take a sip and keep it in your mouth. And now you can gulp it. And now tell me, what was your experience? Anybody wants to share their experience? How was the taste of the water? Was it different or was it the same?
I could feel the shitalta, the coolness of the water, I mean, which I never experienced before.
Okay, lovely. Nice. Anybody else had any experience? Did you found that the taste was different just now when you had, and when you just without awareness you gulped the water? Did you find any
Mm,
change?
Yes.
I find it sweet.
Yes.
Sweet, yes. Same.
Yes. Isn't it unusual?
Yeah.
The same
moment
water you
you-
have been having since so many days throughout your life. And when you look at this water, when you say thank you, when you feel it actually, the taste of the water becomes sweet.
Yeah.
Yes. Anybody wanted, I heard some voice, somebody wanted to share anything?
Yeah, Shweta.
Yeah.
The moment we drink water, right now what we can, the moment it goes to the throat, it gives that sweet taste. Otherwise, we never.
Yeah. Yes. So how did that change? See, just by looking at the water, being an observer. See, this was the observer effect that you are looking at it, and this is the effect. The taste changes. How? Because the energy of the water changed, the molecular structure of the water changed just by giving your intention of gratitude. So just imagine now what happens to the water in our body when we complain. This is what we are going to understand from the rice experiment, because when we see it externally now, because we can't enter our bodies, we don't know how the water looks like, we don't know how the food looks like, when we are angry, when we are irritable, when we are upset, when we are disappointed, when we are fearful. Right now so many of us are going through that feeling, or we are feeling, very very helpless. So all this, what is happening in your body, then you start, then your body start giving signs of acidity, then your body start giving signs of, being gaseous, or your food is not being digested, or you feel restless, you feel heavy in your stomach. Why all that happens? So you'll understand this through the rice experiment. And right now also we understood that what happens when we actually are grateful for the food and water every time we drink. All you have to do is just look how much time did it take us, not even 30 seconds. But you have to be in that space of awareness. Even when you're cooking, we are using water. Just just either you can chant a mantra, that also is really beautiful, or you can just be grateful for all what is available to you in your kitchen. So what I have done is I have put that instrument that keeps on playing now, that the small box which comes, and a mantra keeps on repeating in the form
Yeah.
of a loop.
Yes.
Whichever
Yeah,
mantra
yeah.
you connect with, वो सब mantras में आते हैं वो instrument. If you're saying yes, then you must be having that
Yeah.
instrument. So whatever mantra
नौकार
you,
मंत्र का धुन आता है.
नवकार मंत्र का भी आता है ना? What did you say?
हाँ, धुन चलती रहती है.
हाँ,
constant.
धुन चलती रहती है.
वो
So
धुन
you,
चलती रहती है. constant.
yes,
हाँ.
yes. So constantly chalti rehti hai, and it's a lovely idea to put it in your kitchen, because then your thoughts will not go here and there. Even if you are irritable with your spouse, with your kids, with your in-laws, or anything has happened around, some news you have heard, and still you have to carry on your duties and responsibilities. So then that mantra, that sound creates, of course, positive vibrations, because every sound has a vibration that is there. That vibration will affect the food, whatever you've stored in the kitchen, whatever you're cooking, of course, it will affect that, but it will change your energies also. So you're reminded to be in the moment. You're reminded the truth of life. To see whatever you feel like. And I just changed it about a month back. Otherwise, it was in my living room. And somehow, something shifted, and I just thought of doing this. And I'm telling you, the taste of the food will also change. I'm really finding, the way I'm cooking, whatever, I'm putting my heart and soul into the cooking also now. Yes, please continue.
Before you eat or drink anything today, whether you are about to eat a meal, a piece of fruit, or a snack, or have a drink of anything, including water, take a moment to look at what you are about to eat or drink, and your mind or out loud say the magic words, thank you. And if you can, just take one mouthful, really savoring it. It will not only increase your enjoyment, it will help you to feel far more gratitude.
So whatever you're eating, whether you're eating a fruit, sometimes we are in a hurry and we just gobble because we have to go out or we have to have a meeting to attend or anything. Just pause there. Even if you are irritable or you're upset or you're angry, my suggestion is that don't eat food at that time. Just have a glass of warm water and just let it pass. Once you feel you are relaxed, once you feel you are not in the state in that negative zone, then sit for having food. Okay, but before that, just even if you supposing you have no choice, then just say thank you. Look at the food, just say thank you. Just say thank you, thank you, thank you. You can say it loud, you can say it in your mind, you can whisper it to yourself, you can do anything. Yes. And there's something else which we can do. Let's read in the next paragraph. Yes.
You can also try something I do, which helps me to feel even more gratitude. When I say the magic words, I wave my fingers over my food or drink as though I'm sprinkling them with magic dust. And I imagine that magic dust instantly purifies everything it touches. Doing this has helped me really feel the gratitude is the magic ingredient, and I want to add it to you everything I eat and drink. If you find it more effective, you can imagine that you have a shaker of magic dust in your hand and you are shaking the magic dust out of the shaker all over your food before you eat it and into your every drink.
So one more very, very beautiful thing which we have access to from today onwards, you can start doing just from today after you eat or drink anything. You just wave your fingers, as if you're sprinkling magic dust. Or you can have that the salt and pepper shaker which we have now, which either you can churn or you can just sprinkle like that, but keep it empty. Not with salt or pepper, but just keep it empty on your dining table or wherever you're eating. Or maybe when you're cooking, for those of us who do the cooking ourselves or somebody else is doing, just tell them to sprinkle magic dust. Or if you're cooking on your own, that's the best thing. That's the best thing to do. Just sprinkle magic dust, whatever you're putting after you have made the food completely, the vegetable or the roti or the dal or anything, whatever you've made, just sprinkle magic dust. And you'll notice that everybody will say that the food is different today. The food is tasting different today. Okay. So let's continue. Yes.
If at any time during the day you forget to say the magic words, thank you before you eat or drink anything, as soon as you remember, close your eyes, go back to your mind to the time when you forgot. Visualize yourself in your mind for the second or two before you ate or drank and say the magic words. If you forget to be grateful for food and drinks multiplies times in a day, then repeat the same practice tomorrow. You can't afford to miss a single day in building your gratitude. Your dreams depends upon it.
Yes, so suppose by chance you've forgotten or आपने मतलब 2 bites लिए and then you remember, oh, I forgot. So doesn't matter, it's fine. We know time is, so if we understand time is just in the vertical line in the now, then it's happening in the now only. So whatever has happened is in the now only. So what you can do is just close your eyes, shut your eyes and go back from where the plate was there in front of you, and you were seeing everything, and maybe you didn't realize that also, but the food is kept in front of you, and before you took the first bite, so just say thank you, thank you, thank you, as if you've gone into that space. Okay, because you can't afford, and you have to keep on doing this every single day from today onwards. There's no excuse. If you've forgotten, we have got this lifeline again to go back and just visualize, imagine that we are in that space where it has just come in front of you. Okay, supposing you've drank half a glass of water and then suddenly you remember, oh, I forgot. Just close your eyes, pause and think that the glass was full when you started having, and then say thank you, thank you, thank you, and complete that glass of water. Okay, so because you can't afford to miss a single day in building your gratitude, now we have built a muscle. We've actually built thoda bahut muscle to we have developed in the area of gratitude, in the world of gratitude. So why we have to keep on increasing it? Because if you are doing this, you're actually going to increase your level of gratitude, because so many times in a day we drink water, so many times in a day we eat food. Unless and until you're fasting, it's a different thing. But otherwise, generally we our in our day-to-day life, we do eat food about 3 to 4 times, or maybe we have water at least 9 to 10 times. So many times you will be saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Just imagine. And then what is going to happen is you will move closer to your dreams, what we had written on day 0. And so many magics will start happening in our life. Yes, please continue.
Being grateful for the simple things in life like food and water is one of the deepest expressions of gratitude. And when you feel the degree of gratitude, you will see the magic happen.
Yes, so let's read the magical practice number 8. The
Magic practice number 8, the magic ingredient. Number first, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Before you eat or drink anything today, take a moment to look at what you are about to eat or drink, and in your mind or out loud, say the magic words, thank you. If you want to, you can sprinkle your food or drink with magic dust. Number 3, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.
Yes, so
Thank
we've
you.
understood the magic ingredient and the magical practice. Very, very simple. But only thing is you have to be in that space of awareness. Every time you eat or drink today, just say thank you. You can sprinkle this. This really feels very interesting, when you sprinkle your food with the magic dust, and you really feel very happy from inside. Wow, I am having this magic dust, this golden dust, which is falling on the food, and then actually you are changing the molecular structure of the food and water. It actually changes. Okay. So thank you, Reed, for reading the chapter so beautifully and peacefully for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for putting the video on so that I could see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Vandana ji.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so right now in my clock, it is 7. So I will, for those of you who couldn't drink water, will you be able to right now or no?
Yes, yes.
Four of you couldn't do, right? Ishita ji, are you there? So, yeah, so any one of you have any questions before that? And if you feel you're getting late, you can leave. But those 4 of you, if you can do it with me, you will experience it today. Because last time also I felt you couldn't experience it. So yes, anybody has any questions, any doubts regarding today's chapter, today's assignment? And we are going to,
I would like to share one thing.
Yeah.
Before 15 years back, when I became a mother, when I was coming back to my Sural, so my mother told me one thing, whenever you sit for feeding, just completely change your thought. अगर आप गुस्से में हो या इरिटेट हो, घर में कुछ हुआ है, कुछ भी है, don't feed at that time. छोड़ देना, 5 मिनट रोएगा, when you are angry or irritated. Right now I get that back in my mind कि उस टाइम मम्मा ने ये बोला था, क्योंकि उसको पता था कि हमारे थॉट्स हमारे बच्चे में थ्रू फीडिंग जाते हैं.
Yes, yes.
So I wanted to share.
Yes, awesome.
So I wanted to share with everybody.
So now you're connecting with it, na? That time you must not have understood and you might not have followed, but now.
But I was, मैं जब भी feed करने बैठती थी, I would change that, but not so deeply.
Yeah.
Right now I am understanding it, why Mama told that to me.
Now we understand the science behind it, that what happens. And you will really understand after doing the rice experiment. I'm telling you, for those of you who haven't done till now, please start doing it. Please start doing it. If you're doing with uncooked rice, it's fine, but advisable to do with cooked rice. So whatever you want to. Yes. So yes, so we can have, for those of you who want to try again, if you are on the call, if you want to leave, you can leave. Otherwise, for those of you who are there and you didn't practice, just get the glass of water in your hand. Yes, it is there.
Wait for a second.
Okay, I'll wait. Till then, anybody, Shweta, if you're there, you wanted to share something. And one more thing. I'm sorry, Manjusha ji, you wanted to share in the beginning. Are you there? Or have you left?
Yeah, I am here.
You wanted to share something and we were talking about the magic rock and you wanted to share something. Would you like to share that? Yeah.
हाँ, कल जो अपना वो था ना कि हमें अलर्ट रहना है कि कुछ किसी के बारे में गलत ना सोचे, गलत ना बोले और नो कंप्लेनिंग डे, राइट? बट ये सुबह हमारा सेशन हुआ तो मैंने काफी सारा उसको कंटिन्यू रखा. जब मैं 11 बजे मैं अपने स्टोर गई ना, तो भी मैंने 1-2 घंटे कंटिन्यू किया, पर ऑल ऑफ सडन मेरे दिमाग में से वो निकल गया. फिर मैं जैसी थी वैसी हो गई. फिर रात को 7-7:30 बजे घर पे आई, जब तब मुझे पता चला, अरे ये तो मेरा आज का पूरा वो टास्क था, मैं क्यों भूल गई. फिर 7:30 के बाद मतलब ऐसे काम में लग जाता है तो समटाइम वो दिमाग में से निकल जाता है, उसको होल्ड नहीं कर पाते.
यस,
तो कल मेरे साथ ये हुआ था.
हाँ, so good you realized it in the evening और आपको पता चल गया कि कहाँ पे आप भूल गए थे. And very beautifully, it's a very powerful sharing. हम सबके साथ होता है ऐसा. It's not only with you, it happens with me also. If you are not in that state of awareness, it just slips off. And this is why, I keep on telling you all to keep on repeating the sessions. 1 बार, 2 बार, 3 बार, जितना आपको मौका मिले आप करते जाओ. And then keep on practicing yourself also. Last day, the day 30th, will understand कि अपने आप में भी हम practice कैसे ला सकते हैं. How we can continue this practice, and we should continue this practice throughout our life. So अलग-अलग combinations, permutations, combinations we learn on the last day with this chapter, with this book is only going to tell us कि कैसे you bring it, जैसे हम सांस ले रहे हैं और छोड़ रहे हैं, unconsciously it's happening. But at times we are aware of it. When we are doing our pranayam, when we are doing meditation, we are actually aware of our breaths. Like that, you have to be aware every moment, what you are doing with your thoughts and your feelings. Very beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Manjusha ji. It happens with all of us. It happens with all of us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You got the water.
Yeah, so now just hold the glass of water. Ishita ji, are you there? And I think...
yeah, I'm there, but it's my fast today, so I won't be able to do it.
Oh, you won't be able to have today also?
No.
Okay, so just try, whenever you can.
Yeah.
And yes, so just look at the water. Look at the glass of water. Maybe if your hands are moving little bit, the water is also moving in the glass. Look at the clarity of the water. Feels like liquid light, liquid blue-white light. Does it feel like that? And just say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then just take a sip of water. Keep it in your mouth and very slowly gulp it. Thoda thoda karke, just take it inside your body. And then see what happens. It's not necessary that you'll have some experience. It could be possible that आपको कुछ भी feel नहीं हुआ हो. It's quite possible. So, but if you have felt any difference, can you share? Do you want to share or?
I'm drinking with feeling.
Yeah.
Or just I was just drinking like that only. Just now I'm just feeling.
But what was the net effect? What was the taste of the water? Did you feel anything when it went inside your body, or you didn't feel anything?
Yes, I feel कि the something is gulping and the water is going inside, cooling my body.
But did you feel it कि mentally खाली आप बोल रहे हो? Did you feel it?
No, with feeling also.
Okay, and anything in the taste of water, did it change or it was the same?
It was the same.
Okay, Vinod, you want to share anything?
I felt it goes through my throat and the stomach. That's all. I felt,
Okay.
first time I felt that, it, I came to my mouth, my tongue, my throat, vocal cord, and then it went to the deep, stomach.
Okay, that's fine. So you are aware of it now. So like that, keep
I was
on
aware.
practicing this way. Keep on practicing this way. Every time we can have water like this. Supposing you're holding the bottle of water and just say thank you, thank you, thank you. If you close your eyes, your feelings increases. The intensity of the feelings definitely increases because then you're not distracted by the external environment. Okay, so start doing it, start practicing it today. How many ever times you can do it, and tomorrow we can all share what is our experience. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so then anybody has any questions before we end today's session? Okay, so thank you everyone for being in this wonderful session, and thank you for being there with me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.